There is a smell. It smells like a shit.
I don't hear any music whatsoever. Not a thing. Does anybody else?
No.
Not a song.
Sorry about that, guys. It's playing. I'll check on that.
Welcome to the show. It's the morning show, and it's on SEN. Woo, woo. We got a lot of things to talk about. I don't know what, but we're going to figure it out. What we got? We got Steph. We got Alex dancing around, and Brett's got to singing some kind of song, and Ryan's trying to play some fucking music, but it ain't working. Boom, boom, boom. Aliens and shit. That's all going down. Cobra Kai's got a new fucking trailer. And right before we started, I got stoned out of my tits. All right, here we go. All right, so thank you so much. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And everybody else can hear the music, but we couldn't. Nice to see you, sons of a rats. Sons of a rats. Alex, he's on the show today. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. My music video is going to be coming out this week, so boom.
Nice.
I'm very proud of you. And right next to Alex is Steph. She's back. Steph Sabraw in his house selling some calendars. I was talking to Roxy, by the way, about the World Girl calendar. She called me up or texted me the other day about it, and she goes, "Yeah, we only bought like 40. We thought we'd only sell 40." I'm like, "Do you not realize that your audience is like 90% male? You're gonna sell 40 within the first 33 seconds you put it online."
Hey, we're a humble crew, Kristian. And she called us. She's like, Kristian thinks we're fucking idiots for selling that little. I was like, yo, maybe we underestimated ourselves.
It's don't underestimate the male libido.
Yeah.
It is. I'm telling you, and plus the fact that it's a very creative calendar. It's a fun calendar, and you know your audience they want to see it. So, anyway, it's nice to
appreciate it.
JJ Windward. Oh shit, Harloff's here sometimes. You sons of fucks.
Yeah.
You sons of fucks. You know that I almost didn't even make this show today. Spectaculars are right around the corner on Saturday. We have a huge event that is happening. I already announced yesterday on the show that we're gonna, or excuse me, on social media, that we're going from 8 to 10 matches a month this season to anywhere between 12 and 16 next month. So I have a lot of things that I'm trying to put together. There's a big plan happening for next season. So yeah, and I got another thing for you there, JJ. I'm not going to be on the show for the rest of the year after Friday. So there you go.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, I got too much to do at the moment, other things to do, but I will have, so there'll be some guest hosts, it'll be fun. The show is still going on, but yeah, so anyway.
We'll be seeing a lot of, no offense to you, Roka, but I'd check out when Kristian's not on. We'll see those comments coming.
Oh, did those come in?
He was responding to a few of them. He was very, very casually like, "Oh, cool, appreciate it." You know?
Fair enough. Well, anyway, Ryan is here. Brett is here. Brett's got a massive match, by the way, on Saturday. Not enough people are talking about, which is horse shit. And by the way, streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. It is my last week, so why don't you throw some Schmoebots in there? Although I don't know if we're gonna be able to hear the Schmoebots, will we? Maybe you'll be able to.
So you guys can't hear. The music's playing right now. You guys can't hear it.
Can't hear anything, no.
So sorry. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
I'm very sorry.
I feel bad. Ryan's made like 2 mistakes since he started, and now he's like, "Oh God, it's all right, bro. It's all right. That's the show."
I'm very sorry.
So sorry, Lex. Yeah. So what the hell was I talking about? Because I had something. Brett, he's got his big match on Saturday. He was on Backstage yesterday. This is going to be really, really big. The SchmoedownLive.com is where you can get your tickets to see this, or you can join to Patreon. Now, just assume that if we're going from 12 to 16 matches, the patrons next year at the $10 level are going to lose their fucking minds. The $20 and up are even going to lose their minds even more so. So that's something to, if you're going to join, you should join today, patreon.com/Schmoedown. Yeah, man. Brett, how are you feeling with this match against Smith? Because, right now, I think the poll was at 80 to 20% or something like that.
Yeah, sometimes, other people's confidence isn't so great on you, but I I've just put myself in kind of a Zen space. I got my head space in there, and I'm gonna go into it positive. I said the other day on backstage that I'm putting the secret, if you will, out there. If I believe it will happen, and I do think.
Alex, tell me about these fucking aliens, because I want to talk about this.
Are we still alive? Can they still wait? They can still hear us?
Yeah, we've been alive for a little bit. Nobody died yet.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about aliens first.
Please.
Go. Hold on, I didn't read the article that you sent.
Read the article?
Because I was gonna have Logan. Let me pull it up right now. Let me pull it up.
Wait, I want to read about aliens. What aliens
Hear
are
about
we
this either? All right, great. Am I the only person that's heard about this story with the aliens?
Oh yes, with the Israeli space security chief.
Yes. Alex fucking dropped the ball here. All right, so Israeli space, the guy who used to run the Israeli space program, he is now retired. He's not a lunatic. Just a normal guy, and he was doing an interview, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's fucking aliens out there. There's aliens out there. They're out there. There's a coalition that they have. They've been around for a while. They've made an agreement with us that they will not reveal them. They do not want to reveal themselves yet because they don't think humanity is ready for it." He said that Trump almost spoiled it, and they had to tell him, to hold the secret. So first of all, that's the only problem in this whole story that I found so far is I don't believe that Trump could hold a secret. But other than that, moving on past that. The people giving this guy so much shit, saying, "Oh, wait a minute," because he said that there's a base on Mars, deep in Mars, where aliens have been for a while, and humans are out there too, right? That's what he says. So Twitter's blasting him, and they're, "Oh my God, this guy, we would know about it. We're smart enough. We would know about it. Our technology is synced up. We're definitely the smartest." And I said, "Is it possible?" Think about this just for a moment. Is it possible, as far as us being the smartest, that maybe we are the dumbest? Mm-hmm. Maybe we're the dumbest. Is that possible that we are the dumbest? Because to them, it's like their technology and the stuff that they have, it's like basically like if we were, we'd be able to catch them. We'd be able to catch them if they came in, It's like a fucking Pinto chasing a Lamborghini, okay? So that's the one thing. Plus, you can see the aliens. They don't want to reveal themselves. The ship comes in, and they're like, "Oh, what do you see down there, guys?" "Well, I'm tuning in right now, and this one household, they're watching something called the Alabama Shore, where Kitty and Meat are fighting over a bottle of tequila. You know what? Stay in the ship, Bill."
They said they do this for entertainment. There is something wrong with these people. Snooki, what?
My favorite is someone goes, "Kristian's bringing up stories from Monday." Well, I gave the story to these fucks on Monday or whenever it was that I was on the show, and Alex decided he wanted to skip over it because he didn't think it was a real story.
Well, because there was that huge news story with
Alex, little
Christopher
rat.
Nolan. Yeah, we should have talked about this fun stuff.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. I believe it, and why would he lie? So we're all look. If I'm those aliens, you stay hidden, you sons of bitches. You stay hidden, and you stay in Mars. And do me a favor. I believe in you guys. Rescue me from this shit. I'll be like that fucking girl on Independence Day, standing on the top of the fucking roof.
And please look like Yodas, please.
Right.
That's what we need.
I know he didn't give any descriptions of what they looked like. I would have liked to have heard that a little bit more. Can we get? Is he trying to sell books? Maybe. But let's try to He's gonna be on one next week.
Do you think, Kristian, they look like your typical pointy chin, or do you think that like they are similar to us in looks and things like is it if different planets had different beings, wouldn't you think they would kind of look like us a little bit? No. Maybe not so much. No.
Here's where I'm gonna get myself in trouble. And Steph, I think you'll agree with me here. But like the other thing that when people say when they go, because like Brett's saying, what they look like, well, if I can't see it, it ain't real. If I can't see it, then it ain't real. Now I gotta go. I'm going to church.
Yep.
It's like what? Wait, who are you praying to?
Yeah.
God. But what'd you just say? Well, that's different. I'll tell you. I'm not telling you whether you're right or wrong. I'm just telling you that people choose to believe what they feel is right in their. Well, I want to believe in that, but I don't want to believe in that. I'm saying believe in it all. Because the bottom line is, Brett, you know shit.
No, listen, here's the thing. I know I don't know shit. All I know is believe women. That's all I believe in. And other than that, Maybe aliens, but
No, of course they would look different, Brett, because you have every planet would have a different climate. So our bodies are adapted to the climate of Earth. So other planets that don't have oxygen, your body would look different because you don't need that. So I think we have no idea how they would look like. Maybe we can't even perceive them just by the natural eye, but they're there.
Right.
I think that's what's the freaky part, and I think that's the part that why the revealing, and especially you're talking about Floribam Mature, Kristian, but not all of these films were like aliens are here, like that's what they've seen is us. We try to destroy every alien that ever comes to the planet.
Yeah.
It didn't help that that Stephen Hawking had said that if aliens did come to Earth, they would come for invasion.
Yes.
That's what he said back in the day, and he's not stupid. He wasn't stupid. So, but either way, man, it's like I don't. If I can't see it ain't real, and we smart enough. We smart enough. We know shit. Anyway,
No shit.
anyway
One of my favorite movies that I've seen recently was Contact, the Robert Zemeckis movie. And that's all about belief. And one of my favorite quotes from it was that like if we're the universe is a pretty big place, and if there is no life, then that's just a waste of space. And so like they're probably here around us, and so
that's right.
Yeah, why not?
Who knows?
They'll probably look like the Arrival aliens.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Anyway, aliens are here. They'll be here tomorrow. All right, let's get
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
let's move on. And by the way, so I think that the Streamlabs are working. You might have to replay some of them that came in, Ryan, because
I'm just gonna do a quick test, you guys. Could you hear this? A bell? No.
I heard nothing.
No bell. Okay, sorry guys. But just so you know, what happened was I had this this software that I guess I thought I paid for. It was a trial, and it expired 2 minutes after the show started.
Oh, nice.
So I just had to redo it and just reconfigure a few things. So sorry about all that, you guys.
It's all good. It's all good. So are you able to replay those that came in? Those Streamlabs?
Definitely.
All right, you can play those. The Schmoebots at is streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. Let's go ahead and read some of those off. And also, if you have a chance, go ahead and submit some. We'd like to have a big day here today. There's a possibility we're not going to do a show on Friday because I might do a longer. And it might go because we might have myself, Mike, and a special guest. So if that is the case, we're probably not going to do an SEN live on Friday. But I have to double check that and see. So because of that, streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown helps out just a little bit more. And let's move on over to the big story of the day. Hey, Alex, what do you got?
All right, I'm ready for this story, Kristian. Add another name to the list of characters who may reprise their previous Marvel role in Spider-Man 3. A rumor site that apparently is often accurate reported that Charlie Cox could be coming back as Daredevil in the very crowded Sony Marvel production. Neither company has confirmed the casting, but as the MCU dives into their street-level, somewhat everyday person hometown heroes with Blade, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Ms. Marvel, bringing back Charlie Cox as Daredevil from the Marvel Netflix series seems to be a no-brainer. Kristian, how much screen time will we actually get with a web slinger, and do you think Daredevil will pop up in Spider-Man 3?
Well, first of all, how much screen time I think A/V/MU is going to get on the show in the chat room? The answer is none at all because the guy's being a dildo and sucks. This show is fucked today, huh? Big smiley face with a tear. Like, fix your shit, bro. Fix your shit, bro. Because guess what? If I ran a show 365 days a year by myself, I would be able to do it. And I wouldn't have one person fucking up because it'd only be me and I'm perfect. Bro. Bro. Guess what? There ain't no fucking aliens either, man. I'm fucking AV/whatever the fuck my name is. I know shit about shit. I just turned into 7 different people during this motherfucker. I'm fine with it because I'm perfect and you are not. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your support.
Yes.
Oh, and look what you've done to Ryan.
Prayers.
Are you happy? What
Are
you've
you
done to
happy now?
Ryan, chat person?
I am sorry about the difficulties today, you guys.
Listen,
trust me, I'm
Ryan,
working on
don't
it
be
fast.
sorry.
Cops are coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're coming
coming for you. I called them, but
This
don't
is
worry about it.
honestly hilarious.
Yeah. I don't even know. Who
I
knows?
love the chaos.
It
How
says,
can you not?
welcome to the show. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm very young.
Because why not?
Okay,
What
listen.
the hell?
What the hell? So look, I
truck.
think people are freaking out about, oh my God, another person in this movie. Not even going to be in it. By the way, did you guys even see Into the Spider-Verse? There's like 7,000 characters in that movie. And they still were able to feature Miles Morales pretty heavily. And they'll probably do the same thing with this movie. And will Daredevil be in it? Yeah, he'll be in it. He'll be like his lawyer or something. He pops in, and then all hell breaks loose. And that's fine. It just because people are in it doesn't mean it's going to be a Daredevil and Spider-Man movie. It doesn't mean that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to be in the whole movie. It doesn't mean that Doc Ock will be in the whole movie. It means that they because of the multiverse, they're going to pop back in. It might just be like a little bit of like, hey, look at this. It's a cameo by Charlie Cox. That was cool. He exists in this universe. And you move on and feature the story. The thing where people's like, oh, my God, who else is going to be in this movie now? I think it's silly. But what do you think, Steph?
I think this is what a lot of people wanted. They thought that the Daredevil character was gonna come back, and it's been enough time where he would, and now this is the perfect way to fit him into the universe. I don't think that it's gonna be a big cameo at all. I think it's gonna be small, impactful, and it will set him up for the future, but it's definitely not his film, and I don't think people should worry about it. It's just exciting.
Yeah. Brett?
I'm more concerned with the fire trucks that keep coming by and parking really close to here. But other than that, yeah, I mean, sure, bring them all in. Bring 57 Spider-Mans, 4 Daredevils. What do you got? Bring them in.
Yeah, why not?
Do you like this, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking it'll probably be like a Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange pop-in.
Yeah.
Where we'll just see him for like one side mission essentially,
Right.
or just to help him. So that would be pretty cool.
Right, exactly.
I like it.
Great call. Also, they did it. I mean, Endgame, because they were cast members, you forget that Iron Man, Ant-Man, Captain America, Thor. They have all these characters that are in Black Widow or in this movie, and you just forget about it because they're cast members and because they're characters in it. It's like, will it be a Spider-Man movie? Of course it will be. And Tom Holland, there were funny jokes out there. It's like, oh, somebody said that Tom Holland was just cast in this movie. Like Tom Holland is going to have some screen time in this thing. So either way, it looks like, by the way, Streamlabs has a problem right now.
Oh.
I mean, with however we're set up, Ryan, it looks like people are trying to donate and it's not working for them.
It's not even donating.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Sorry about this, you guys. The sound.
Might be Streamlabs.
But either way, I think this is a good move with the MCU to do it this way. I like the idea of bringing back some nostalgia. It's fun to do it. They've worked in multiverse before. They've already set up how different timelines work in Endgame, so they've set it up. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, and I think. What was that, Alex?
Oh no, I was just gonna. I saw a funny tweet that was just like, do I need to see Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 to understand Spider-Man 3?
Yeah. Steph, go ahead. You were going to say?
I was saying, I think it's just a smart move that a lot of people are doing just in the industry in general. We see it with music. A lot of people in just music videos are having like all these artists join in their music video. It's like an easy way to get the hype up. It makes people really happy. There's a good reaction from it. And I think it's fairly inexpensive because I don't think these characters are going to be on screen for that long.
Right, that's exactly right. They're not. They're gonna pop in and out, and they're gonna in wrestling terms, the audience is gonna pop when they see certain people kind of come out. It'll be a fun moment. Oh, that was really cool, and they'll pay somebody a lot of money for a glorified cameo. And there might be, and I say that also, there might be some of those characters that actually have more to do. But just because I don't know, yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty interesting the way that they're doing, and I like, and I also the creativity behind it to see how they are able to maneuver and put these characters from past. And Doc Ock, maybe Doc Ock does become a villain, a main villain. That could be interesting. So I don't know. But let's talk about Cobra Kai, the trailer, right? So I want to give a full disclosure here. This is all I'm allowed to say because I can't say anything else. I have seen the entire third season.
Ooh.
I cannot tell you whether anything about it. I can't tell you any review. I can't give you any social. I can't give you any of that until the embargo lifts. But I can just tell you that I saw it. So that's why I'm not going to comment too much on the trailer because even inside of the trailer, I don't want to like mistakenly give anything away. So let's start from Steph. Have you been watching Cobra Kai at all?
No, but I watched the trailer.
You did?
And I watched the trailer for season 3 now, right?
Mm-hmm. Season 3, yeah, the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty sick, but it feels like it would be really scary to go to school with all of these people. Like, it's just at any time. It's not just like a street brawl. Like, they will fucking kill you.
It turns into a full-on action movie in season 2, and I love it for what they had done because I had to come around to that. Because when you look at Karate Kid, the 1984 version, it is not they treat the fight it's like a Rocky story. Like the fight, it's just like it's where Rocky is still real. It's you get killed if you box like that, but you felt like it was real, right? And in Karate Kid, the tournament, you felt like it was real. There's in the season 2, what I had to start to get used to. They're like flipping off trees like ninjas and stuff, and they're like it's like when you accept that part of it into the fighting, because the comedy and the storytelling and the characters are already very it's fantastic, but the fighting is where I had to get on board with. And once I did that, I find myself looking at this show, strangely enough, very much like Star Wars. There's a lot of things inside of this entire franchise that they've put together that you can tell. And I remember interviewing the guys, and they told me that this is their Star Wars, and you can see that, and you can certainly see references in the second season and the first. So anyway, but Alex, you saw the trailer. What'd you think? I
haven't seen either season of Cobra Kai, but I thought the trailer was really cool. I hearing what you've said about it for the past 2 years. I'm like, I really want to watch it, but I also haven't seen any of the Karate Kid movies. So I'm gonna get to that eventually after all my projects this year are done, so I can watch season 3 when it drops on January 8th, I believe.
What it said, right?
Mr. Miyagi's gonna come kick your ass
Yeah.
for that one. But Kristian, with the fighting stuff, just from the trailer, it did give me some anime vibes, minus most, like, they barely have Asian characters, but the type of fighting was like very Naruto style. Like, it was obnoxious, but it's like a live action anime.
That's exactly right. And the thing is, I think though, Steph, that if you approach this show from someone who's just seen the trailer of season 3 and you go into that, you'll see the progression of it, especially if you kind of watch, like, if you've seen the original Karate Kid. Anybody who's going and has the time that is going to revisit Cobra Kai or so watch Cobra Kai for the first time, I would revisit Karate Kid 1 and 2 for sure. And especially if the trailer, it's not a spoiler anymore because it's in the trailer, but Chosen from Karate Kid 2 is in the trailer. And that's something to look forward to, and also another reason why to watch Karate Kid 1, then 2, and then I would watch the seasons, because I rewatched seasons 1 and 2 this year right before I re-interviewed the guys who created the show. And if you really like Cobra Kai and you want to see more stuff, I interviewed both them and Xolo Marzoña, who plays Miguel. Mm-hmm. And that's on the one-on-one playlist if you want to check that out. But either way, it's the trailers. Anyway, Brett,
I watched it, and I know you're going to be mad at me. I still haven't seen it's one of these ones that we tried one night, and we were both, it was kind of a post shows, but it's one I keep going, do you want to do this again? You want to try? So I definitely, seeing this, I definitely want to check it out a little bit more. I have a question for you, for anybody that hasn't, like Alex, seen the Karate Kid films. Do you think they need to see them to watch this series?
Need to? No. You won't be lost. You certainly won't get a lot of the references. You won't get a lot of the inside kind of jokes. I mean, there's the first season alone, they play a big homage to a lot of the stuff from the first movie and even the second one. And I was obsessed with Karate Kid 1 and Karate Kid 2. So a lot of this stuff for me, when I'm watching the especially the first season of all, I mean, the Bill Conti music that plays throughout it and stuff, like The good news, not good news, the news in general with this show is that they're, from what the guy said too, is that each season's going to kind of take on its own tone and start to change a bit, as any good show should. So the trailer, I think, it was Ryan's, poor Ryan, he's trying to fix up. But I'm curious what the audience thinks. If you're, Ryan, did you see? Are you there? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. Did you guys hear like a tweet noise at all? By the way,
We didn't hear it. Nothing.
Oh, I thought Brett said. Okay, sorry about that.
I heard pingings, but I thought that was, but it happened right after I sent Kristian a text, so I don't know if it's
like a wheat won't. No,
It might have been mine.
No, the bling.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I saw this trailer. I'm a Karate 1 fan. Everything else, I'm not huge into. I have seen the first 2 seasons. I love season 1. Season 1 is like a Breaking Bad comedy for that character, and I was all about it. Yeah, I did watch season 2. I thought like it's a similar effect that Rocky has, where it's amazing they can keep making stories with these characters that are still compelling, and I think they achieved that in season 2, not to the full extent that 1 did, but I think this trailer looks fun. I think I'm way more likely to watch it now that it's going to be on Netflix, because YouTube, I was a little like apprehensive of seeing it for season 2, and then like, oh, now they're doing ads, and that was just kind of a whole jumble for me, so it just made it less urgent. But now I'm really excited to see it.
Well, it's going to be out in January, as Alex said, so I'm very curious what you guys think. And if you're watching this on the Clip Out, please subscribe to us. Let us know. We will do a full review of Season 3, and I will post that when the embargo lifts at the end of December for the season. I probably won't do a spoiler review until after it's released to everybody. I don't think that's fair to do. So anyway, just to let you know, there you go. And before we move on, and the Schmoebots right now are they're in peril, but we'll hopefully we can get it back to by the end of the show. Let you know that earlier this year, more than 100 Twitter users got their accounts hacked into. I don't know if you knew that. Passwords, email addresses, phone numbers, and more. They're all taken from high-profile people: Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Kanye West. Those kind of attacks are getting more and more frequent and more severe. And it's not just Twitter, Facebook, eBay, Uber, Adobe, Yahoo. They've all leaked data, whether it's passwords, credit card info, driver's license, belonging to billions of users. If somebody can hack Joe Biden, imagine how easy it's going to be for them to hack you. That's why you have to use ExpressVPN to safeguard your personal data online. According to recent reports, hackers can make up to $1,000 from selling someone's personal information on the dark web, making people like myself and you very easy, lucrative targets. ExpressVPN, it's an app, funnels your data through a secure, encrypted tunnel, so no matter what device that you are using, you can have a peace of mind every time you use the internet. The app connects with just one click, lightning fast, and the best part? ExpressVPN works up to 5 devices simultaneously, so you and your whole family and stay protected. If a breach can happen to powerful people, it can definitely happen to us. Protect yourself with ExpressVPN. It is the VPN rated #1 by CNET, Wired, and countless others. If you expressvpn.com/SEN right now, you can arm yourself with the extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. What is it? It's expressvpn.com/SEN. Visit expressvpn.com/SEN to learn more. The link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. What else you got there, Alex?
All right, next story. Just like Kristian just telling us he wouldn't be here for the rest of the year, Denis Villeneuve and James Gunn were 2 of the people that weren't told by Warner Brothers that their films were announced to be simultaneously released in theaters and HBO Max. Last Thursday's Warner Media move has already upset Christopher Nolan, John M. Chu, amongst others, and the Directors Guild of America is said to be looking into a possible boycott of Warner Media. Back-end deals with talent based on box office grosses may also have to be worked out and bought out, though HBO Max has added more subscribers lately. Kristian, will this affect the quality of WB's future output, and what do you think of all the directors speaking out against Warner?
So that went well. It's like, look, the stocks might have went up. The audience, a lot of audience might have been excited, but you cannot put this kind of deal into play without talking to all your creators. You can't. It's like, yeah, the people get, well, I probably understand the behind the scenes. Like, well, look, this is going to be a pushback. We just got to do this thing and take the hits. Well, they're taking the hits because if you, like, Patty Jenkins knew that this was coming. Like, you're telling, you didn't tell Denis Villeneuve this was coming. You didn't tell James Gunn this was coming. That's bad business. That's bad business because even if you're going to say, hey, James, listen, bottom line here, dude. Denis, bottom line, we got to do this. We're making the move. I know you're not excited about it, but we got to do it. And it's just the bottom line of what we have to do. It's a tough conversation to have with you, but we got to do it. Nothing? You don't say anything? That's bad business. That's stupid business. What do you think, Steph? Am I wrong, or they just got to do what they got to do?
No, I mean, it's pretty trifling. If I'm on the other side of that, I'm taking that personal. That is not the right way to do business. But I feel like HBO Max made some sort of deal with the devil where they figured out if they were legally allowed to do that and like pull one over all of these people, and they outweighed the cost benefit. If it's worth it to do that, catch all of the other streaming services like with their pants down, not knowing what to do. And even though they're going to burn some bridges, are they going to ultimately win at the end? Like something went down.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hello, Kate Mulligan. Kate Mulligan is here.
Hi,
Hey,
I was begging. Hello, Queen. Queen recognizes Queen. Can I just say, I love when I sign on, first of all, that I'm begging in the chat for Ryan to let me in. Look, even later, I was like, let me in!
Yeah,
Ryan, let me in!
Poor guy's having the Schmoebots are off. Like the
Okay.
Great.
But then I come on, and Christian's face is as red as all of my uncles.
I have a red face.
Were you yelling? What's the matter? Is everybody okay?
He's
what
got
can I
too
do?
much backlight on, and he doesn't have enough front light. That's what's going on.
It looked like he was. It just looked like he was.
There we go. Look at him.
Oh,
Look,
there he is. He looked
little
like
cutie.
Uncle Phil. My Uncle Phil. What's up, Uncle Phil?
Yeah.
And Uncle Phil, Uncle Phil's always 4 beers in when he shows up, and then he'll always say like, "Is it wrong?" And then he'll give a question of what is it wrong.
Well, did you hear any of this about this thing with the Warner Brothers? How everyone's pissed off? Did you hear any story? So and Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically James Gunn, Denis Villeneuve, a bunch of other directors didn't know that their movies were going to be released this year, and Warner Brothers just made the movie without stopping. Good move.
I mean, not a good move, but it's not like, not a good move, but also like what unless it's in their contracts that they get to have a say in where it goes. That's but
that's what I was saying, Kate. It's different to say, like, again, let's say you're a director of the project. You directed, you put all this time and effort and creativity into it. And I called you and I said, look, we're gonna release this through our plan. And you were like, no, I don't want that. I'm sorry. That's the way it works.
Yes.
But I never called you.
That's absurd. That is absurd.
And I never even let you know. It's thanks for doing, we're doing this.
That's like that's how I feel like the free agency special is going to work this year with Schmoedown. I'm like, I think I'm locked in with this person, and then that person's going to say, nope, I'm going with someone else. Like, you didn't even call.
But at least you're having phone calls. At least you're having conversations. It's like that's like, I can't believe that. But Alex, do you think we're wrong here, or what do you think?
I mean, I'm against this move, obviously, because of my love of the theatrical experience, and I want to see all these movies in theaters. But I feel like it is mainly an AT&T move, and like those, like they just acquired Warner's, I think 2 years ago, and so like they are relative newcomers in the business, and so they're trying to take over, and making deals that aren't necessarily industry, aware of everything. And so I feel like it was just a money first thing, and so they really screwed up, and I don't blame the directors and talent for wanting to boycott, because if one of my things, if Apple Music, I don't know, was like, hey, we're pulling all your music from our service, I'll be like, okay, then don't support them. Like, as a creator, I feel that way, you know?
Yeah,
they're not pulling it.
They're not pulling them. They're
I just feel like that's not a great. Alex, you know I love you, but I don't think that's a great parallel, because the thing is that the movie was made. The movies are in the can.
Warner Bros. Owns the movies. They can do whatever they want, but they should be talking to their creators.
Listen, there's the human element, and then there's the business element, and they missed the human element, which is give the humans that you work with the respect of giving them the heads up. But they're not legally obligated.
No, they're not.
But I think I think that probably puts a bad taste in a bunch of people's mouths about working with HBO Max.
That's the bigger issue, right? But Alex, also, a lot of times people say when they can blame studios, and to be, as we're hitting the studios for being stupid here, you can hit a studio to say, it's always about the money first. It has to be money first, and it has to be money first now. It has to be money first now, because they're taking massive financial blast because of the pandemic. This was it a desperation move? Yeah, but is it a move that is going to put them in the forefront? Was it a smart move overall? It was. It was a smart move to do, a stupid move not to talk to your people. But tomorrow, Disney's doing a big announcement call with their stockholders. Now, I hope that when Disney makes a similar announcement tomorrow that Warner Brothers made, that they have learned this lesson and spoken, and maybe that's what took them so long, is that they want to speak to everybody first, because Disney's going to make some big announcements tomorrow about new series. I bet you Black Widow gets announced tomorrow, coming out.
Kristian, what if, so logistically, how were they going to have this conversation with all of these creators? Were they going to send out like a company email or invite them to a town hall meeting? I mean, that's the thing that logistically, where they could call everybody up and, hey, just let you know we're going to do this. But I mean, that's a lot of freaking people.
Yeah.
And they're still going to be pissed. You
gotta call the heads of the ship. You gotta call James Gunn. You just set this. You were the guy. You were the people that, after the whole thing happened with Disney and they let him go, you were the people that he went to and that he jumped to, and that he trusted. And it's again, I think that on the business side of it, they absolutely should stick to their guns, release the movies, do what they're gonna do. Be the forefront, because everybody now who's giving them shit, eventually they are going to be the ones that change the game and change the business. But the messy part of it is you have to take care of the people who make the movies for you. At least show them the respect. Because Patty Jenkins wasn't happy that her movie was coming out on on streaming, but she was told, and she had the conversation. She was prepared.
She also told everybody prior that it would never happen. So
yeah.
And also, The Witches also came out, so Robert Zemeckis' movie. Also, that was another thing.
But wasn't that supposed
to be theatrical?
Oh, it was supposed to be theatrical.
Yeah. So,
okay.
That's also in the conversation.
I didn't know that. The movie
came out in October, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a certain movie. That movie should have been straight to streaming. I'll tell you that. Good.
Witches of England.
Oh my God, yes. I know the original was just where it should have been. But I think this is just so disrespectful, because everyone's going to forget that they did this and they're going to keep streaming. And I really feel like it was a matter of, if they weren't going to tell these people, they're not stupid. They know what this could cost, which is the relationship. And it's kind of like saying, I don't really care about the future of this relationship. I care about what you did for us, and we're going to release it, and it's going to build the hype. Dune is going to build the hype for it. But after that, we have all these other people that we can just create with, if that's the case, because now we have the subscribers.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I almost think that they didn't even worry about thinking about it, and they just went, go, go, go. We have to do this, because maybe they got some tips that Disney was planning on making an announcement like this. Maybe they.
Donated £23.99 through Super Chat.
We don't know is the bottom line, right? We don't know of why.
Look inside yourself.
It was not a smart move on how they did it. Either way, is it going to change things? Because there are going to be legal battles, though, Kate. Even though we don't know what was in the contract, there were some legal battles that people are trying to get. Legendary, who is a producer of Dune, also I think is trying to stop the release of it on HBO Max. Now, will that happen? I don't know. It's been rumored that Rudy Giuliani's going to lead the.
I was going to say probably.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 100% chance of farts.
I will say as much as we goof on Giuliani and on this show and everything too, you don't want to ever see anybody sick and stuff too. So regardless,
Did he get it?
Yeah, he's got it pretty bad from what they say. But I again, with that type of stuff is, I mean,
I don't want anyone to have it.
No, we can goof, and when he gets better, I'm going to goof on him some more. But I just, like I said, it's you don't want anybody to get sick.
So let me clarify, though. I don't think I'm not saying I thought they did a great thing, and I thought, but when has big business ever cared about the human element? I mean, come on, people. Like, we're talking about, this is a studio, this is and I think that maybe what Kristian, what you're saying, they've worked in these lawsuits, they've worked in these things into the business plan. I don't know if Alex, Kate, somebody brought that up, that maybe that they're like, okay, well, these people are going to probably try to sue us. We've got this amount of, and then, but that outweighs the whatever, It is what it is. It sucks for a lot of people, but they are a business, and they are just trying to save their own asses.
People are saying that the Schmoebot is on. We just can't hear it. We can't hear it or the music or anything. So that's.
Oh, okay. So to answer their question, my favorite band. It used to be Smashing Pumpkins, but then their stuff now isn't so great.
Answer their request. But Kristian, let me ask you this. In terms of, listen, we can all say like, we don't like the way that they didn't give these people the heads up. Do any of us cancel our HBO Max subscription over it?
No, of course not. It's the business for it's not gonna. It's not. I think it's what Steph said, Kate. It's not the fact that it affects us, because we'll all watch it. We'll all want to see what it is. This is not like a Chappelle deal where he's coming out and saying, "Look, I got fucked over and I'm not making any money." This is just the creators going, "I wasn't told about this thing, and I would have liked to have been told about it," and they're putting my movie on streaming. It's not the same thing as screwing somebody over for the amount of money that Comedy Central did for Chappelle, but that's a whole other conversation. This is more.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I do wonder if people outside of the movie space even. I sort of feel like. This is a hard year to get sympathy for things because everybody's in a bad spot, right. And I sort of feel like I know that us in the movie space, like we care about theaters, we care, like, but I'm sure that there's somebody who's like, yeah, except for like our $600 a month extra bump ran out in May, and like. And like you're worried they didn't tell you. I don't have enough fucks to give. Like I just don't have space for that, because like I'm trying to figure out where my groceries are going to be paid, So I'm not saying. I think like it is a big deal to us, and I don't like seeing the industry work this way. But also, like in the scheme of like, I think they're going to be hard pressed to find like a lot of allegiance in like.
Redjet donated $30 through Super Chat. Can't wait for spectacular. I put all the money on you, Brett, so don't let me down. Wow, thought I was having a stroke for a second. Give me an Elmo and Mad Hatter impersonation.
It's not about the audience. This is about an inside the business thing about continuing to keep relationships. But what Warner Brothers should hope is that Disney does not make an announcement tomorrow that they're going to do this, because the thing is, if Warner Brothers sticks to their guns, does this game like this, and continues to do that, and theaters don't come back for a little bit, they're going to be the only game in town to really. I mean, you can go ahead and make movies with Disney, and you can make movies with Universal. You can do all this stuff, but if they're the ones that people are talking about, Warner Brothers, if they're movies people are talking about, and that's right now the big story every week is Mandalorian, right? That's the story that people talk about. That's the big thing right now, because there's no big movies. Cobra Kai drops a trailer today, and that's a big story. But there's not a lot of like movie reviews are not out there. Trailer reactions are not out there. Written reviews not out there. Reactions, people talking about it on big daytime shows, big podcasts, not out there. Like even those people don't understand that. Use like a Howard Stern for a reference. When Howard Stern would talk on Monday, after his whole crew was out, well, what'd you do? Well, you know what I did over the weekend, Robin? I went and I saw Logan this weekend. Now, Logan just got this big, massive push from the biggest, one of the biggest radio guys of all time, right? And that's all gone right now. Nobody does that until, old backup stuff. But when the new stuff, like when these movies start coming out on HBO Max, they're going to be the only game in town, and they're going to start seeing all the benefits. People now, but you pay me well enough, I won't be mad at you tomorrow. So it's going to happen. Yeah. Anybody disagree?
No. It took me to church on that one.
All right, let's get to the next one.
Also, Kristian, you are the boss, though. I don't know if anybody would say they disagree.
Yeah.
What? That's silly.
Anyone else scared of Kristian? Anyone else?
Be on this show. Especially you. Yeah.
You know my ass disagrees with you every day.
It's true.
I'll confront you on the show and then apologize afterwards. I'm a big man.
Hey.
Hey, we're cool, right? You know that was a bit, right?
That was a bit. Son of a bitch. Why do you think you're playing Kevin Smith? Speaking of which, Schmoedown Spectacular goes down on Saturday. There's going to be so much returns, so many returns. The return of Jericho, the return of Brittany Young, the return of Kevin Smith, the return of Brett Sheridan. There is going to be the return of Kate Mulligan. So much happening. Big title matches on the line. Every title that we have is on the line, and the return of the storylines. I saw an article by our friends over at Repeat the Question, who wrote about Andrew Guy. Is Andrew Guy crazy, or is there a Schmoeminati? Well, who knows? We're going to have to find out. There's going to be some things happening, big things happening. And the way that Spectacular is going to work this year, because it's such a massive event, it's going to be over 6 hours, it's going to be, you'll be able to watch the full event, the full stream. If you get the tickets over at the schmoedownlive.com, you can watch the full event. If you are a patron at the $10 level and over, you'll get the full event. Other than that, each match will be released weekly. So it'll be on YouTube. It'll be a 6-week thing. The whole event won't be available as itself, only on the schmoedownlive.com and Patreon. However, you can watch it all. You just got to watch it in segments as it comes out 6 weeks leading up to next season, because we want to make sure that we had material for you guys leading up to it. You're going to have the free agency special. You're going to have the draft, the awards, all that stuff. So it's going to be a very, very busy off season. All right, Alex, what do we got next?
All right, Neil Blomkamp, director of District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, has apparently shot a whole movie secretly during the pandemic. Plot details are under wraps, but was shot in British Columbia with local actors and will be released sometime in 2021. Blomkamp was supposed to make a return with Inferno, starring Taylor Kitsch, but the pandemic changed those plans. Kristian, are you excited for what could be a Shyamalan-type comeback for Blomkamp?
I don't know. I was a Blomkamp, as Sinead DeFries taught me how to say it. I loved District 9. I loved it too. Loved it. I was disappointed by Elysium. Thought it was okay. Hated Chappie.
No, don't slander Chappie.
Steph, you and I have normally, since you've been on the show, seem eye to eye on a lot of things. Chappie fucking stinks.
When Chappie's dying and he's like, Chappie, what does he say? Chappie, say bye.
Chappie himself was fine. The rock, whatever, the punkers. Oh my god. And the problem with Blomkamp, what he did for me anyway, was I thought that District 9 was a perfect blend of movie and message. It was a beautiful kind of mixture of both. Elysium was like 65% message and like 35% movie, and then I don't know what the fuck Chappie was. Yeah, Chappie was gothish.
It was. Okay, I'll say this. District 9 is an excellent. It's a better film, but Chappie really broke my heart.
Look at her.
I didn't think he was gonna do that to me.
Can you just say?
In this essay, I will prove that.
That's fine. Steph, can you say Chappie is?
Chappie is.
Garbage.
Garbage. I wish I could have stopped that.
That's right.
Garbage.
Don't do it.
Garbage.
Garbage.
All right, let's talk about this horror movie. The one thing, I mean, I at one point, remember, Blomkamp was supposed to do an alien movie, which I was very excited for. I want to see him do someone else's script, because I think maybe he's getting too locked into his scripts. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the one that he comes back. And what do you think about this, Alex?
I'm glad that he didn't do his Alien movie, just because I've recently watched all of them, and like they are very like 3. He would have taken out 3 and 4 and started it right after 2, and I like 3 and 4. They're doing something interesting with Ripley, but I'm excited for what he's got. I mean, as I said in my intro, it was like, this seems like a very Shyamalan thing where after his reputation wasn't necessarily trashed after Chappie, but it was at least lowered, then now he has a chance to build it back up similar to how Shyamalan did. And so, I mean, all happy for him for slowly getting out of director jail, but
Right. So apparently what Ryan had just let me know is that the Schmoebot is working, I guess, for you guys. So keep them coming. Basically what we'll do is, the fun part about it is actually see how many times you can interrupt us without us not even noticing it. It'll be a lot of fun. But because we are also going to understand that we'll be talking over your Schmoebots, we'll read them out when we go into it. So I mean, because right now we're in order to keep the crew coming here, we definitely rely on the donations. So if you're able to bombard us with Schmoebots now, that'd be wonderful, because
and also Kristian,
we're in the shits. Yeah.
Kristian just also decided that because stuff like Chappie, she'll be the first to go. So you guys really keep those donations coming, because I got to keep stuff on the show. God damn it.
Right. Well, we'll see. Okay.
You're the worst, Kristian.
It's not untrue. All right, listen. Let's get into some more stories here. Do we have any more, hey, Alex, or should we get into the...
Well, did anybody
you want to talk about it?
No.
Go ahead, Brett.
I'm telling you what, there's one Chappie for me. That's Chappie Sinclair from Iron Eagle, and I don't want to hear about any Chappie.
Now, did you not like that in Cobra Kai when they show Chappie Sinclair?
No, I love that. Do it for Chappie. Oh, that movie. Oh, I just remember.
Chappie, no!
No! That's
I'm so
the
surprised.
soundbite.
I'm
Chappie,
so surprised
no.
they haven't remade Iron Eagle.
Oh,
so surprised.
Don't. Oh,
God, I love that movie.
You cannot recreate that brilliance.
I know. You wouldn't be able to. The 80s. I mean, that's also another reason I love Cobra Kai so much, is that they totally embrace I mean, it gets more and more 80s as the series goes on.
I might have to just watch Karate Kid to get myself jazzed about this. Maybe that might be the thing that gets me into it.
I think so. Go check it out. All right, let's see if there's any more stories to talk about. If not, we'll take some questions, and if we have to end the show early today, then so be it. All right, what do you got?
The last story you sent out was that there have been new Hawkeye photos that were taken on the set, and shows more of Haley Steinfeld in costume as well as Jeremy Renner.
Okay.
And it will be premiering in the fall of 2021 on Disney Plus. Did you guys get a chance to see these photos, and does this make you more excited for the show?
When is it? Fall of next year? Is that what you said?
Fall of 2021, yeah.
Ryan, pull up the photos. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
I think
Ryan's still there. Hi, honey.
No, he's working. He's working it out. Okay, and look at his face and his little. Oh, you can't see it.
I can hear him though. I just heard him say something.
He's sweating.
He's
We love
sweating.
you, Ryan. We know that.
Ryan.
Keep working. You're not in trouble. And after the show,
After the show, Brett's gonna call and apologize to you about that joke.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Just
I'm sorry.
so you know.
I was just kidding. You're doing a great job.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next story. This one, the pictures. I mean, I don't know. For me, I want to see how this is going to all play out in telling a story. I think that I'm telling you, tomorrow's Disney announcement is going to be big, because the reason why you have to pay attention to that is how it's all going to play, how Marvel's now redesigning their universe, because there was a timeline of how it was all supposed to come out. Now it's getting pushed. So that's another reason why you have to look at it yeah, you might want to see Black Widow in the movie theater, but that might be important for them to tell their story first, and they want to do it now. So that's another reason why it just depends on how all this plays in for Hawkeye and where in the timeline. What do you think, Steph?
I had a nitpicky comment about the picture. Something people fail to notice sometimes is the shoes that they put on these superheroes, or supposedly the superheroes like her. She's wearing Docs. If you've worn Docs before, they're very heavy. They're very heavy. She's not going to wear those. And it was instantly just took me out of the image.
I love her. I love Steph so much. Oh my
Fashion police is here. It took me out.
She needs some Nike Airs is what she needs.
Get that Marvel money. I know you can hand design shoes that she can run in that are light, they're waterproof, whatever she needs, but it's not Docs.
It's not Docs.
It's not Docs.
What do you think about this, Kate?
This is what I want to say. I've been holding this in for a while. What if the Disney announcement tomorrow is just we're gonna make an announcment soon? Like,
no, because
we got an announcement.
It's their stockholders, so they're trying to keep the stockholders happy, and there's always, every time they have the stockholders meeting,
I feel like they've done this to us before. There's gonna be big news, and it's just like the parks are still closed.
Yeah. Well, not with stockholders though. When they have the stockholders meeting, there's always some kind of announcement because they want the stocks to go up. They want they want to continue to keep the stockholders happy. So there will be, because it's, if you're a stockholder, you go, all right, well, what are we doing here? And the stockholders right now, if you're a stockholder on Disney Plus, you're like, hey, Warner Brothers just made this announcement. What are we doing? And I'm sure that they're going to have some kind of answer to that one way or another. Alex, what do you think about these pictures?
I'm excited for it. I love the Matt Fraction run of the Hawkeye series back in 2012, and this looks like they are kind of taking from that a little bit. And I'm excited to see my Bumblebee in this series.
Get it?
Okay, let's move on. What we got?
I know you guys talked about Charlie Cox at the beginning. Did anyone mention that I'll watch that man do anything? Did anyone mention that?
No, I don't think we knew that until now.
Oh yeah, no, I'll watch him. I'll watch him fold laundry. I'll watch him tie his own shoe.
even after the whole thing with the teddy bears?
What thing with the
I know, I just made that up.
Oh my God.
Come on, Kate.
Kristian, this is like that time you tricked me and said there was something called a coronavirus, and I was like, this guy's doing that bit.
That was my favorite. That was the only time I wasn't tricking her, and I said to her, I was like, put on your mask. She's like, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't put on a mask. Why? Because there's that thing going around called coronavirus.
And I was like, okay, I'll have a Bud Light. I go, I'll have a Bud Light virus, thank you. And you're like, no, I'm serious. Sadie says to him, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. My wife woke up in a dead sleep 3 years ago about this.
Yeah.
She was like, she can sense it. She knows if someone sneezed in the future, and she knew it. So
we blame we blame your
Sadie
wife because I was
you.
going to say her name, and then I thought, are we not supposed to say her? Anyway,
Ralph.
We can blame Ralph because she knew way before the government and didn't let anybody know. Oh, well, interesting.
That's right.
Does she know about the aliens?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't buy into it because she's one of those people that thinks, if we can't see them, then they might not have shown up. And I'm like, come on, get your shit together.
There goes Catholicism.
Yeah, that's what I said before, Kate. You missed it.
Oh, there we go.
I 100% am sure that Kristian did not tell his wife, get your shit together, when she said she didn't believe her name.
I did. I was sleeping on the treadmill last night.
Surrounded by nugs.
That's right. Oh yeah. All right. Listen to me. Let's keep moving in. Hopefully people are sending in the Schmoebots. I have no idea. People have been sending it, and we've been talking over them. I don't know. I hope so. But if not, then we'll end the show early today if we have to. Whatever the fuck.
I'll read them in a British accent. How about that?
Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, yes.
Thanks.
That'll be their thing. Do you want to get to one more news story since we're kind of light on Streamlabs?
What we got?
We didn't get to it yesterday, but it's about Google. Adam Driver is lined up to play the fashion trailblazer Maurizio Gucci, with Lady Gaga playing his ex-wife, who was convicted of orchestrating his death after discovering he had an affair. Irons will play Gucci's papa, with Jared Leto, Jack Houston, and Al Pacino rounding out the cast. The movie will be released November 2021. Kristian, are you excited about this movie, a new Ridley Scott movie?
What do you mean
like
now?
It sounded like a fart. It was the cutest. Oh, excuse me.
It's like Ellis and I used to call it a Leno. It's like, I don't know. For Ridley Scott, it's I'm never gonna go, oh man, Ridley Scott movie. There's always opportunity. It can be great. He's just had a couple clunkers over the last couple of years. So what do you think about it, Alex? What are you asking me questions for?
I'm pretty excited about it. I was looking forward to the Last Duel, I believe it's called, the one that was supposed to come out this year with Adam Driver and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Matt Damon.
And I believe Jodie Comer, but unfortunately that's not coming out this year, so he will have 2 movies coming out next year. I liked his All the Money in the World, and Prometheus and Martian. So, I mean, he's like, what, he is 83 right now. So, he's getting up there, but...
Jeremy,
for real?
Yeah, I'm glad he's still making it work, though, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. 83.
Well.
Matt Damon.
Steph, do you care about this?
Yeah, I love a good murder mystery, especially when it involves a fashion god. And I think that I'm excited to see Lady Gaga in another role. This seems completely different from the first role that we saw her in. And I love Adam Driver, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. This is a really great cast, and I think a good story. So I'd be surprised if it wasn't at least decent.
Agreed.
Brett, can you guess what I'm going to say?
Well, considering those actors, some of those actors were in The Irishman, I'm gonna say you could give a shit about this.
No, I was gonna say what I was gonna say was I was like maybe
him?
DH him. Yes, I only will watch. only watch De Niro if he's been DH'd.
Sorry, De Niro will not be in this movie. Jeremy Irons will be taking over that role.
Only if he's DH'd. Thank you.
Yeah.
And if there's a force.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
going
They need
on.
to change Google.
Yeah.
I like truth, Steph. Like mind blow that completely. Please change Google.
Right? Google, seriously, get your shit together.
Get it together, you rats.
You've had enough time. Get your shit together.
All right, let's get to the Streamlabs, and then we're probably gonna call a show early today. We're having problems with the Streamlabs today, so let's get what we can.
Will we be able to read what's already come in or no?
Yeah, I mean whatever's come in. I don't know what's actually.
Am I fired today or later?
Probably later.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
But then
What do we
you
got?
and I start our own thing, Steph. I don't think they can hear us if I whisper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. First Streamlab of the day. Wolf of Ball Street says, hey, just a random question. So we have something to talk about. Who are y'all's top 2 favorite actors and their favorite performance? Mine is Leo and Denzel. My favorite Leo is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and The Hurricane for Denzel Washington. Debate. College is a bitch right now, and ye all have helped me relax.
Nice.
Thank you. Favorite actors? I mean, I think Leo's a good one for sure. I would have Fassbender, Hardy in there for sure. I think Chalamet's been making a nice little resume for himself, kind of coming up. He's an interesting guy. Christian Bale, probably one of my favorite actors, if not my favorite right now. He's a very transformative actor, and what he's able to do is it's pretty impressive. Kate, you have some favorite actors?
Yeah, who's the one that I always say you look like when you shave your head?
I don't know how you see that, but yeah, Hardy.
Yeah,
but
Tom
I
Hardy. I love Tom Hardy. I think he's great. And also Jeffrey Wright for me is way up there. I think Jeffrey Wright's range between like Basquiat to Lady in the Water to Angels in America to I just think he's perfect. I'm not a fan of Westworld, and I know that may not be great for some people, but I still think he's good in it. So
yeah. Steph, you got some?
The ones you named, Adam Driver's made my list. in the past, I don't know how I feel about saying it now, but I don't want to take away what he's done, Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Okay,
I like Gary Oldman. I think has had a
Twilly
wonderful career and so many
$20.
different diverse
I
characters.
can't wait for a whole episode of Nick Cage saying fuck over and over again in his new Netflix show on the history of swear words.
Okay, I don't know how to.
We're listening.
I do believe they were specifically talking about men.
Actors are can be men or women. We don't use the term actresses and actors anymore. We are all
supporting.
You can't even goof around about that stuff anymore. You can't do it. You can't say that. Why do they have to be actors and actresses? Why can't they just all be actors? I mean, come on.
It is a universal term for anyone who acts.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going here, Alex.
I'm sorry, I left women off my list. Then now you make me look like a dick.
I did too.
Thanks, ladies. Way to help our cause.
Nice job, Brett. You fucking SJW. All right, move.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
Right,
who's Alex's?
Jake Gyllenhaal and Simon Pegg. For me.
Oh, nice. Good ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Also women.
Oh. Those are my top two. 50 Shades of Geek says, wait, what? Harloff is on the show? What's next? Are they gonna talk about Schmoedown? What is this world coming to?
Yes.
That was good.
That got increasingly more robotic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like if Lenny from Mice and Men was British.
Oh my God, could you read every single one of them as Chappie?
Yes.
I haven't seen the movie, but I can try a South African.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
You were nailing it.
All right, see that guy over there. Hello, SEN crew. Hey, Kristian, have you checked in on Super Hunman lately? I'm surprised he's still doing those insane stunts during this time. Not sure if he's managed to avoid doctors and hospitals or he's just getting stronger. His blood is the cure.
He's talking about the I think he's talking about the wrestling kid, right? The guy who jumps off into barbed wire. He goes, fuck this shit, and he jumps into it. I happen to think, $20. There's no doubt that a lot of the stuff he does.
All the idols of the Schmoedown, the prideful Bateman, the envious Kalinovsky, the greedy Roger, the lustful Snyder, the slothful Harris, the wrathful Mancuso. Every initial bow. Hashtag Strauss 2021. Hashtag
he's getting used to it. It's like there's certain times when he lands and he does the same reaction he does if he lands on something else. I'm like, sell the reaction just a little different next time. It's the same reaction every fucking time. But either way, it's. I watch every video that anyone sends to me about it because he's jumping through lamps or it's like one of these days he's gonna get something up his ass pipe. What does anybody else know? Even know?
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
We still watch them live. Yeah. All right. What else?
All right. Dagan says, "Love the hat, Kristian. I will always be a Yankee fan at heart, but I swear to God, if they don't re-sign DJ LeMahieu, I might have to start rooting for the Mets."
Yeah, stop that. Don't say that. There's been a lot of times when we've made stupid moves before. You don't root for the Mets. All right, what's next?
Popcorn says, can we get Kristian and Jamal giving a quick thought on A Teacher? I'm loving it, but wish the episodes were longer. So far, I think it's showing a great progression of Eric dealing with the grooming and toxic masculinity from his friends. Hi, Alex. Hello.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who's Jamal?
Ryan. I think they're guessing on his first name being starting with a J.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I haven't
say
actually.
Who's Jamal? But
I'm one behind. So are you caught up, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm
50 Shades of Geek donated $20.
Playing right now.
Looks like we just found a new impression for Alex. Let's see how long he can keep this up.
50 Shades of Geek. Sorry guys about the tech issues once again. Apparently everyone on YouTube can hear all the sound, everything right. It's just you guys on our video call that can't. Right. It might be a simple restart of that call, but no, the show is great. It's really spicy, saucy. It's nothing groundbreaking. Yeah. I think iterations of this have come out before, but I'm hooked. I think it's just like really.
It's called The Teacher. It's with Kate Mara and Nick Robinson. No, A Teacher.
A Teacher. Okay.
Teacher. Well, today was a tough day. All right, so make sure that you, if you're able to, as we're talking here, streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown, and we will continue on. What's next, Alex?
50 Shades of Geek says, can we get the aliens to guest star on the show tomorrow?
Yes.
I would love that.
All right, we'll put in a call. Kristian, make sure you hit them up. Bella says, so is Kristian being a supportive friend and buying the Royal Girls calendar? Steph looks great in the Leia costume. Steph, the Avatar shirt. Convince Kristian to watch it.
I'll tell you what, Kristian will continue to give constructive criticism and anything, and I think that the way that they're marketing now is amazing. Kristian hanging up one of those in his house means Kristian will once again sleep on the treadmill.
Yeah.
So no.
I told my wife it was for charity, and I think she bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she thinks your name is Charity.
Perfect. But I support you guys to go and get this calendar because it's a really creative calendar. It's a lot of fun.
Can they even get one?
I was going to ask, where can they get it?
Wow, thank you so much, Kristian. Streamlabs.com/theworldgirls. It's $35 just for a regular calendar sent to you, and it's $65 for signed or any special notes.
Do you have any of the images up on your Instagram, or should we go to Roxy to show?
I have one up. I have our month of June, which is our DC Villains month, but Roxy has all three up.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll bring up Roxy's and we'll share so people want to know.
Such a creative idea, Steph.
Yeah, it was smart. It was really smart.
This was Roxy's mastermind, and as soon as she told me a calendar, I was like, dude, yes, let's do it. So I appreciate everyone supporting it and buying it. It's like really cool to see.
Well, here you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
yes.
Here's the first. Here's one of them.
Look at that.
This one.
So
was
that's
written by Frank.
Okay, Frank wrote it's okay. So then you have the three ladies obviously in Star Wars attire. So that alone, there you go. That's the first one. That's the one Steph's talking about.
What I wouldn't get.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the three, and obviously from Batman, and Darina obviously loves that outfit. She's been wearing that for the last 10 Halloweens. She loves it, and she looks great in it. It's old school Batgirl, or excuse me, Catwoman. And then yeah, so look at those. That's just one of them, and then there's
that's the one.
This is the cover. This is the cover.
That's
the cover. That's
slice of cake is all I can.
Honestly, you can have the whole platter, Kate.
Wow. Listen, I'll tell you. You want to sell calendars? Just keep talking to the two of you.
By the way, Kristian, Brett and I were going to come up with the parent body calendar.
Yeah.
Are we still doing that?
Yes, we are for sure. You are the three. It'll be the
belly
three.
Pooch.
It'll be the three of us. I'll be in the middle, in my pajama pants, like with Doritos hanging out of my mouth.
Just like
I would buy the
where I
shit
used to
out
keep
of
a
that.
baby.
That's right. That's it's true.
Yeah,
and I gotta be honest. I don't know what that duck is so sad about.
Yeah.
Honestly, we had to contact HR after. I thought we were on the same page.
I mean, the duck looks stupid. I mean, smile, you idiot. All right, let's move on to the next one. What do you got?
Sir Lord Attenborough says, "Hey all, been a minute since my last donation. Cash is a bit tight these days. Hope you're all well.
Well,
just finished The Undoing on HBO Max, and I can't recommend it enough. Go check it out if you want to binge something this weekend. Go.
I finished it.
Kristian, what did you think?
I liked it. I was wrong. I can tell you that.
I found out they didn't know while they were filming it.
No, I don't like that.
I don't either. I
don't like
because
that.
I don't think they decided until they were.
No, I hate that. I hate that
too.
Because I like when they have it
play the ending, but like
but I like that when they have it. When you can, because you can tell it was a little kind of thrown together. I like it better when they know from start to finish. Like,
I agree.
Either who did it or that, or I mean, you get lucky sometimes. Darth Vader, being the dad, that was a luck move, and you got lucky with it. But sometimes when it's not mapped out, it stinks. But I don't know. I still enjoyed the show a lot.
The performances were great. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Yeah, Nicole Kidman's accent is the star of that show.
Honestly, she's normally very good at an English accent. She's not. It's not good in this one.
They goofed on it on SNL, so I haven't seen.
Oh,
it,
did they?
Oh my God. She'd just be like, okay, but where's your father? Like she's just.
My favorite.
Whispers everything and.
My favorite is Hugh Grant at one point says, He goes, "Oh, you're the most New York woman I know." I go, "What?
What
What the fuck are you talking about?"
I thought it was going to be a thing in the show.
Let's
where,
get a slice of pizza.
I thought it was going to be a thing in the show where everybody just chose to not speak with like a straight up like
New York accent.
American accent or New York because like no one talked with a with a normal accent, and so it's like, okay, this is a directing choice. This is going to play into something, but no.
I didn't mind the ending of the show like everyone else did.
It just it just seemed easy. The ending seemed easy.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Agreed.
That was
I
the
felt
only
like
thing.
I felt like it's. But here's the thing: like none of us predicted it, so like they
True.
I mean, like there's. Oh, you knew it. Steph,
Yeah.
all the time?
You
were
did?
Yeah. I have a recording of my mom and I giving out our prediction like when we had 4 episodes left, and we stuck to it.
Someone says though, Kate.
you.
Someone says though that they did know because the series is based on a book and it had the same ending.
Oh.
I heard the actors talking about it. You can watch a behind the scenes thing, and they say they didn't know while they were shooting how.
Because maybe they were going to change it because of the book.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, Alex, what do you got next?
Garth Harkness McMurray says, "Don't worry about the glitches, Ryan. Shit happens." Streamlabs. Streamlabs was glitching for me and others for days. I logged out, cleared my history and cookies, and logged back into accounts linking my YouTube to Streamlabs. It works fine now. I suggest that people try that.
Cool.
There we go.
Thank you very much, Garth. Josh UK says, "For all the laughs you give me each day, here's a joke for you. If I have one green ball in my right hand and one green ball in my left hand, what do I have?"
Kermit's
the Frog's undivided attention.
Oh.
Whose
undivided attention?
Kermit the Frog.
Oh God.
I do think one time. Never mind. I was gonna.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, one time would be really funny. It's like if they just had like Kermit walking around and just in one shot, but they didn't tell anybody. He just has these massive green balls, right? And it's like, but you never bring attention to it, and just like that one shot, his green frog balls are just swinging like a Great Dane in the park.
Yo, Kristian, have you seen what episode is it called on South Park when the dad has his balls like so exploded and they're like hanging on the ground?
Yeah, he has to do them in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, he has a wheelchair. The fucking balls behind him.
Great, yeah, and doesn't it like explode at the end?
I think so.
Listen, I'm just saying, if
walls.
you guys are interested in that, look at next year. Brett, Kristian, and I are coming out with a calendar.
Yeah.
You'll get to see some
I'm
low-hanging dad balls.
I'm gonna Winnie the Pooh it in this shirt.
That's right.
We'll
It's just called
show
duck
you.
and cover.
Yeah. The look on the duck's face will not be that great.
No, it'll be more appropriate for him to have the same face. It's like you want to talk to that duck and go, dude, it could be a lot worse. Join our fucking shoot.
Yeah. You just have balls draping over the.
That's right.
face.
It's just Kate just coming in like just
Just like they'll be like, "Oh, is she pregnant again?" Nope, just never lost it.
just
Just a
drinking it up.
kangaroo pouch that won't go away.
That's right. Someone said I was fired as a Sesame Street writer. Can you imagine if I pitched that in the Sesame Street room? Hey guys, look, nobody's gonna know. What if Elmo in one shot had a massive cock? I'm just saying, just for one shot. No. All right. What? I gotta. What? I can't work for 2 days. What do you mean?
It's a cute little Easter egg. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I don't know that you would get fired for that because the actual Elmo guy didn't get fired for a long time.
No, I know, but there's a lot of other things that different thing. But hey, I got an email. All right, what's next?
Igor Rendick says, "Guys, does this mean we're gonna have 2 J. Jonah Jamesons on screen in Spider-Man 3?
Maybe. I think that definitely that post credit scene set all this up. For those people who saw Far Away from Home or whatever the fuck it was called. What was it called? Far Away from, wasn't it?
Far From Home.
Fly away home.
Whatever.
Fly away home.
See, this is why I don't compete anymore, and I certainly wouldn't compete in It's the Spider-Man one, the fucking third one. That's how I'd answer the
Brad Pitt
question.
in True Romance. The Safari. Safari.
Like, I got
Motel.
away with shit when I was competing that I can't get away with now. It's like the as good as it gets. I said good as it gets, and I played Snyder, and I still got the point. Today, playing Snyder, no chance. He's like, the movie is called As Good as It Gets. It's not good as it gets. Like, he knew what it was, and I was like, oh, I missed those days. Petty challenge. Well, originally it was A, and now it's the, so it can't be. Oh, hit me over the head with a brick. All right, what else were we talking about? I'm sorry.
All right, 50 Shades of Geek says, every time Ryan plays that tweeting soundbite, my dog's ears perk up. Ryan, can you keep playing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great. It's really one of the best ones I've ever heard. I really enjoyed it throughout the entire show.
I actually think it's going to be so funny to look back and find out how much we were steamrolling through.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really. There hasn't been a lot of Schmoebots, so we're all right. All right, what's next?
All right, next one from Fish and Chips, Govna. I like that name. Hey all, I recommend an Icelandic series called Trapped. It's great, and special bonus is it's composed by Johan Johansson, composer of Prisoners, Sicario, Arrival, etc., and Hildur Gudnadottir, composer of Joker. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
How are you?
Check that out. Yeah. Max Million says, hadn't had my chance to welcome Ryan yet, so welcome. Some players, I think, have brought great value to the league this season. Ace, for being the star of Digital Era. Bateman, for pouring so much into preparation and elevating the strategy of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of great shows out there now. This year's after show is going to be very hard to judge. It's like there's a certain point of view that's really good. Obviously, Call to Action, which is out there. Repeat the Question. Let's Get Ready to Schmoedown. There's all these shows out there that I listened to a lot of them. They had Saul on Let's Get Ready to Schmoedown yesterday, and what did he say? What did he call? They were talking about. I'll tell you in a second. It's something about he gave you a lot of props yesterday on the show, Kate. I love him. Oh yeah, he talked about how loyal he was to you and how you took a shot on him, and he swears by you. So, but they started mentioning.
Shot on him again if I can.
But they asked him a question about. He goes. They said to him along the lines, like, you were just that caller on Collider Live, and nobody took you serious. Then they said that Kristian just did you a favor. He goes, "Who? Fred and Barry at the runaround?" Talking about Brad and Frank. Fred and Barry at the runaround. I was
50 Shades of
lost it. I was like, that is
$20.
From now on, every promo or every match he has to mention Fred and Barry at the runaround. Fred and Barry. Fucking killed me. I was laughing my ass off when he said that. But anyway, all those is so, and they're all talking about all these different players and what people have done. You look at, I think some of the big people. Obviously, Adam Collins is a massive person to come out of there. The Barbarian. I was watching back the draft this season. The Barbarian was picked in the 6th round. By Gucci. Everybody sat on the Barbarian they could have had him right away. So there's going to be the rookie class this year was massive, and I cannot. And like I said, we're only going to have to wait until Saturday to find out all these other announcements, and then I'm going to do a follow-up announcement after that. But there's so much happening next season that you're gonna love it. So, all right, what's next?
Trash Panda says, "Hey SEN. Last night I rewatched the Riley Roundtable episode from April with Kristian and Flirtenflaus.
Oh man.
The sheer joy you guys were having is amazing. I'm gonna rewatch the Flaus SCN episodes all week. Thanks again for that epic madness."
It was some of the most fun stuff that we did, because how that all even came about with Brett and I just doing these shows every day, and I call it bless his heart, because I call him in the morning and I go, I had an idea. I know that I shave my head. You're gonna shave yours, do a little thing on it. But what if you come in and we call you a German superstar named Flirtenflaus? And he's like, all right. And we just went with it, and it went on for I think at least a week, right?
Oh yeah, maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple, right?
Up until Lonnie said, "So how long you keeping that?"
Right. I guess it was long. Yeah, because I remember we would go into. I mean, I don't know if we talked about if we've talked about movie news less than during that time, because I can remember at least a half an hour, if not way more, where I was just interviewing the Flirt and Flops. Matt Link, if you're watching, if you can send me the clip of because he knows everything about this. If you can send me the clip of where I'm interviewing the Flirt and Flops, I will play some of that audio right now. There's no doubt about that. And then even, oh man, that would have been nice. Watch this.
Whatever.
I just threw some of it away. But we're having a nice time. It's like you're having a great time. Everybody's dancing in the middle of the party. Some guy just shits in the middle of the living room. It's like you got to throw that guy out. So anyway, what's next?
Maximilian talking about the continuing on from his great players comment. Demolanta for caring so deeply, and Guy for the amazing character work. Who do you think has brought most value to the league this season?
Most out of all the new players? Hard to say. I think impact-wise, hard to argue against Adam Collins and Marisol McKee. I think that they brought up, because remember, everybody, myself included, everybody was talking about Robert Parker. Robert Parker had a rough go about it because of the way that the season ended, with only being able to do Inner Geekdom. Once he lost the chance, that was it. He couldn't pick himself back up. But Smets had the opportunity when Smets was playing, that Smets had that loss to Kalinowski. He was able to play like a month later. And if we were in studio, Parker would have had that shot too, but just didn't go his way. But you look at some of these other players that, I even look at a player like Jen Kemp, right? Jen Kemp came in, had 2 matches, didn't win. She lost her Inner Geekdom in her singles debut. But she made such an impact with the fans on the way that her personality, the tough matches that she had in both IG against Damon and in the singles match against Video Drew, which Video Drew probably played the best match of her career. So I think there are a lot of great people to come out, though. Yeah. Anyway.
You feel like I know you. I wanted to ask you this earlier when you were talking about Spectacular coming up. I know the preference is always that we do these shows live. I mean, there's nothing. It's unrivaled. But don't you aren't you proud when you look back and think about what you guys still managed to this year has made innovation necessary. You've just had to keep innovating and innovating and innovating and don't you feel like when you look at what Spectacular is going to be this year, do you feel proud of that?
I don't know if proud is the right word, because I think that I'm happy that the fans who've been invested with us from the beginning, and for people who have, like I said, Patreon is essentially our WWE network, and it keeps us going. Those people are also very satisfied that the people that we're putting the shows on, they're having the competition is good enough for them to stick around. I'm happy that we were able to make the league work, right? But because I think that we would have been in I know we would have been in a very different place had we had the actual show the way it is. So I'm happy in the fact that we were able to keep the league going, and I'm proud of my team, of what the team was able to accomplish. That there's and the competitors and everybody too. But as far as myself goes, no, because I feel it could have been other ways that I could have probably grown it out more and done more stuff and gotten more people. So I'm never. I really think.
Okay, well that was fun, Kristian.
Well, thank you,
Kristian. I'm gonna just tell you, Kristian.
I'm sorry.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you created this year, and I think you're still. I think you ran with it. You took the ball. You got handed the ball. It was a little deflated. Thank you, Tom Brady, and you ran with it.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Steph, would you compete? Is this anything that's in your?
We've been talking about not. I don't know. Maybe she's actually never told me if she wanted to compete.
Yeah, that's I know Roxy said hell no. We were gonna do one with.
I think I would do better at what Kristian and I have talked about than competing.
Yeah. Because that's so. I can even Steph's, and I've talked about this already. Steph's going to come in as on the table next year for a bit. We're going to do some other stuff.
Oh, wonderful!
So we got we have some new things, and Steph's been kind of going through the library and watching the matches and learning the characters and stuff too. So she'll be. I'll send you the link obviously for Spectacular too, so you can see kind of how it all goes down.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
From
great.
what I know about the different teams competing and who they are, like this is such a sick event for what we can do during quarantine.
Yeah. It's really entertaining too. I watched so for those people that obviously what we were going to do was we were going to do the whole thing live on the 12th. But I was thinking, it's different when you're live in front of an audience, and to have a crew work for like 7 or 8 hours with all the things that could go wrong on a live stream if anything went down and all that, and plus you couldn't put all the bells and whistles on it. I went back to the way that we used to do Spectacular from like for the first 3, is that we're going to shoot it, edit it, get it out there so you guys have like the finished product on hand. So you will be able to do spoilers and stuff inside, or answer questions and shit inside of the chat. But I just wanted to, and we had all the scenes. We wanted to edit everything in together. We wanted to put it all together. So I would much rather take the risk of taping it, getting it right, putting it out there, as opposed to any flubs that could happen. This is our Super Bowl, right? This is our WrestleMania. We want to make sure it's the best that it can be. So, it's entertaining as hell. There's a lot of fun stuff. People are going to lose their minds. And don't do that thing where you're fast forwarding around on this thing. It's take your breaks, obviously, but you're gonna miss a lot if you don't watch some of the scenes, some of the in between stuff, some of the post interviews. You'll miss a lot if you skip around. So that's just a warning for you. Okay. Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. So people don't know is that I think that we made the announcement, but so you should know. And I think that it's Jen Sturger is returning for the post interviews at Spectacular. Also, we haven't had Jen all season to do post interviews, so she'll be returning to do all the post interviews for the Spectacular. If I'm pretty sure I made that announcement. In case I didn't, just let you know. All right, let's move on.
Sugar Gum says, have you guys seen the John Boyega Small Axe Steve McQueen movie on Amazon? He's incredible, and it makes me sad about his disservice in Star Wars again. Also, you guys should check out Aubrey Plaza's Black Bear movie. It's nerds.
Awesome. Thank you for that. No, Ryan's been talking about that. You said it was really good, right? The Boyega one?
It was fire. It was really sad, though. If you're in for a heavy watch, this is as heavy as it gets.
Chappie dies.
Chappie dies, and there's a lot of brutality.
Watch this.
No, it's incredible. After seeing it, I was like, yeah, they didn't use him right in Star Wars.
Yeah,
definitely could use him.
John Boyega is such an incredible actor. All of his other work, I mean, he's still incredible in Star Wars, but it's true, you can really see like where the character could have gone with his talent. But I gotta watch that because I think he's a really impressive artist.
Definitely.
Yeah, he is. He's great, and I think that he's not even close to hitting his full potential yet. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. I'm a big Boyega fan. Okay, what's next?
Evil John Madden says, Kate, you're the standard by which I use while going through my mail-order bride catalog. But when she gets here, if she isn't as smart, funny, or cool as you, I am returning her and getting a full refund.
Thank you.
There you go.
In old country, men or you.
How's your cage, Kate?
I'll tell you what, it's not so far off. I do feel like I'm in a cage.
When you guys are talking like that, it's funny, Steph, that you say that because Kate, my 3-year-old, I'm convinced is Borat. Because I'll wake up and I'll wake up and I'll say to her, I'll go, May, do you want some oatmeal? Yes.
I like it.
And
Daddy.
She walked in the other day and she goes, hey, there's a smell.
I love her. Yeah, Blueberry Girl, right?
Blueberry Girl. Yeah, she's today she goes, Dad, she's playing. She says, pretend I'm dog. I'm like, okay, you're a dog. She says, now you sleep. And I know, and I'll be honest, for some reason, Kate, you do the same thing. We fuck with our kids in ways, like I know that the poor kid can't pronounce her L's yet, right? So she says, she goes, you sweep. I go, I'm sweeping the floor. And she goes, sweep. I go, I get it. I'm sleeping, right? And so I close my eyes, and she goes, woo, woo. I'm like, I go, are you a dog? She goes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's nice. That's very nice. There's a smell. All right, keep going.
Next one, The Devil's Help. I bought a pass for the Spectacular last week. The email I got had a picture which said I would get an email on December 5th with a link to the live stream. I never got that email. Is it just delayed, or do I have to buy another pass?
No, you're good. It's just delayed. I spoke to our events coordinator. I think that because again, the size of it and how they're putting the team together to make sure we're going to have to actually have someone in a physical location streaming it, because it can't just be done like remotely, because we want to make sure we have enough power to do it and all that. And so we're actually hiring someone for the day to do it. But But yeah, no, you should get it soon. If you don't get it within the next day or two, then definitely reach back out. But you should the mass email should be coming soon. Jonathan is on that, and he's the best. So
if you get it on the 13th, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You can still no, the funny thing is you still can watch it.
Oh yeah, you can watch it after that.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know that. Like you can keep it for a while. You know, it'll be. I think the full event's going to be available for everybody for at least 2-3 weeks. That for people who purchase it. And like I said, the rest of it will be every week, one match a week. But before we do that, move on to the next one. I want to share one more time. Did you see Kaiser's new promo?
Oh yeah.
No.
Have you seen it? Is that? Do you guys see the full screen of this right now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So good.
All right, hold on. This is the full. This is the full thing. This is for everybody. Here you go. Here.
5, 6, 7.
I hear.
You not hear anything?
I hear, but I can't.
I
see
hear it.
it.
I can't. I don't see it. It's not moving.
All right, hold on a second. It's not. So you probably have something else. Then what am I looking at? Then oh, there it is. This thing. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why. All right.
What is Brazzers, Kristian?
This is how much I love my wife so much. Like she's like the other day. So it was a Saturday Night Live joke, and someone brought up this. It was a Brazzers joke, right?
Yeah, in the news.
In the news, and she goes, "What's Brazzers?" And I go, "You pure fucking thing." So good. Okay, so let's see. Somebody try this again. Hold on.
I thought you were gonna say I love her so much I didn't tell her I knew. You're like, I also don't know. I wish they would tell me.
Yes.
He knows who she married. All right, let's go to. Here's this. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, get that ugly mug off my face.
5, 6, 7.
I love him.
Hey, Kaiser, what's up?
What's going on, Cherry Bomb? Yeah, I just want to go over a few things here for Spectacular. Now, Chris Jericho, very, very dangerous man. He beat the crap out of The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. So we got to go after this guy. We got to go low blows. We got to talk trash. We got to get in his head.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm actually not into intimidation or trash talk, so I made Chris a card.
Now, what about Roxy? Have you been doing the prank calling, the heavy breathing, everything we went over?
I did not do that. Actually, I learned how to bake a treacle tart, Harry's favorite dessert. Sent it over to Roxy. It should be on our front step. Quarantine bake!
Huh? Oh, I knew Roxy was going to go out there and get herself a pro wrestler to compete in the Schmoedown. You know what? I went out there and I got a better wrestler than that.
Okay, Kaiser, you do realize I'm not a real wrestler, right? I just played one on TV. Like, you're at an 11 with the wrestling stuff. I need you to be down here in reality, where I'm just pretty. Kaiser, don't worry. I got this, all right? I am here to win, have a great time, smile, and maybe make a new friend in Chris Jericho. I'm gonna go do a mud mask, and I will see you at the match.
Look, you definitely don't want to be friends with some elitist that calls himself Le Champion, okay? And you definitely don't want to put on a mud mask the night before match. What happens if you get dirt in your eye?
How funny.
Oh my god.
I love her.
Yeah.
So much.
She's amazing. Where'd he get that flip phone?
Oh, who knows? That's probably one of his burners.
For shit talking.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
We still got plenty of Streamlabs left.
Oh, okay.
So let's.
Hello,
get to
everybody.
these.
Welcome back.
Creeper. What's up?
I didn't say that. It wasn't me.
Creeper Sutherland says, Kristian, what do you think of Logan Paul against Floyd Mayweather? You're ordering the fight? I just want to see the ass kicking of the century by Floyd Mayweather and would pay money to see that. Hi, Brett. Hi, Steph. Shalom.
Am I paying for it? If by paying for it means watching it on YouTube the next day, yes. Like free, yes. But not paying for it. That's exactly what I did for this Tyson thing. It's an exhibition fight, and this is a stupid fight. That people say, hey, why is he going to come out of retirement to? First of all, it's exhibition, but why is he going to come out to do this? Because he knows there's no chance he can lose. Like you could hit him in the head with the 2x4 right before he fights and blindfold him, and he'll still win. This is going to be and like I said, Nate Robinson was going to get his ass kicked all over the place because this is a guy him and his brother have been training for a while, right? But not all of their lives. Floyd Mayweather was born into boxing. He is an undefeated champ. I'm actually not a Floyd Mayweather fan at all, but he is one of the greatest boxers that has ever put on the gloves. He will not get hit, and it will be an embarrassment. So, no, I will not be buying it. Steph, how do you feel?
I feel I'm completely aligned with you on this one. I bought the other fight because of Tyson and Jones, like Tyson, just to watch him come back as a legend, and then have the entire event be a fun thing with Snoop Dogg and artists perform. That was cool. That was worth it. I wouldn't have bought it if the Paul brother was the main headlining fight. And so the fact that Logan Paul is the headlining fight, and I'm not a Mayweather fan at all. I totally recognize that he's one of the greatest. I definitely will not be buying it.
It's going to beat the absolute snot out of this.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
they're going to need paramedics on site.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Next one from 50 Shades of Geek. Just donating to keep Ryan and Steph on the show after the craziness that happened today.
Thank you.
Next one from Elena Marie. Hey, SEN crew. Kristian, did you watch last night's Bachelorette episode? Bennett is like John Paul Jones too, but acts like a robot.
Yes. No. So I watched a little bit of it because my wife was watching it, obviously, and then I did see that scene. That guy, he looks like a creepy Clark Kent. That Bennett guy. He's just such a condescending douche, and I didn't like the other guy either. But it was just like, what do we watch? It's the same shit over and over again. But it's just that show is going to be on the air until we're all dead. It's not going. And I remember when I worked there. It was just because there are generations of people who are in grade school right now that'll eventually one night turn it on with their family, and then they'll be hooked on it, and then they'll get their kids hooked on it, and so it's a vicious cycle. And the format and it's still popular obviously right now because they're not even doing anything. They're not doing their helicopter rides or their mysterious bungee jumping date or all that kind of shit, So it's but either way, it's not for everybody, but it's going to be on for forever, and it's one of those.
What's interesting for me is that that the people that are on it now have grown up with it and know the game element of it and are strategizing more than they used to in the past, and that they know the game element, and that's what makes it just crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, because I don't know if they're all there for the right reason. I don't know.
It's the most dramatic season of The Bachelor ever.
Yeah,
and it's the social media aspect too. The social media changed that game, for that show, like anything else. But that show in particular, because it's always trending. There's always people talking about it. It's always picking up new social clips, and it's something. That show is a gold mine. It's a gold mine. It'll be around forever. All right, what's next?
All right, Twilly donates $20. I can't wait for a whole episode of Nick Cage saying fuck over and over again in his new Netflix show on the history of swear words.
That's like Michael Caine and Forrest Gump had
The Preacher donates $20. A reckoning is coming. All the idols of the Schmoedown, the prideful Bateman, the envious Kalinowski, the greedy Roker, the lustful Snyder, the slothful Harris, the wrathful Mancuso. Every knee shall bow. Hashtag emptiest draft 2021. Hashtag the Preacher.
Oh my God. That was like the Persian king from 300.
Xerxes. Speaking of which, everybody, not Xerxes, but as far as all these new people cutting promos, you are going to have at least till the second week of January to submit an audition tape to be in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. The way you do that is you go to mtsaudition@gmail.com. You put out a video that could be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes tops. And inside of that, tell us what division that you would want to perform in, how long you've been watching the show, what your favorite movies are, and then at the end, cut a promo against any personality in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Kate, I looked this morning. There's over 265 auditions already.
That's great, Kristian.
Kate's gone great. So, hey Ryan, there's over 265 auditions. So, there's a lot, and they keep coming in. We're not even until that January. But I do have. I can't know where's the share. I do have one more thing for us, everybody. Here it is. Right. So. This was sent to me by Matt Link. Thank you, Matt. This was the interview that I did with the Flirton. Right. Have you seen any of this stuff?
I've seen the beginning of it. It was hilarious.
Okay, hold on. So you guys can see you can see the video.
Yeah, oh my god, that hair, you gotta bring it back.
Now, the reason you were having a breakfast. It was 3 sausages and
one more sausage.
4 sausages.
Yeah.
Originally, it was going to be called 4 sausages, but instead you were having a conversation about the world events, and came up.
Yeah, because I was trying to talk to the person I was with that time. It was a great orgy, and Luna stuck around, and I said, because it's like, and
that was like the light bulb went off in the head. That was it.
So it's like, this album would be like and
well, and that's the famous story of when you kicked Luna out, because you had come up with this. It was almost like Hunter S. Thompson, where you'd come up with this. You locked yourself into a room and you never saw Luna ever again.
I didn't, and I did not. The rumors. I did not abuse Luna. No. She abused you. She abused me. I said, please, no more.
Right.
Please don't hurt me.
And that's what the first song. Please stop stepping on my toes.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. It had said in German. How do you say that in German?
And toes is different in German.
What is that? Right, and which of course was the hit single in the album.
Right. It was a hard album. It brought up lots of emotion, pain and emotion, and Schadenfreude.
I remember Schadenfreude. Yeah, it was a good dancing.
That's a German word that I butchered too.
Yeah.
I've been in America so much that my German...
It goes in and out.
It's in and out.
It's a flirt and fast. Nobody cares anymore. You can do whatever you want.
When you are a star, you can do what you want, and you have complete... you're your own person.
Which, of course, came the for the next special, Pull Your Dick Out, which was you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. And then
it doesn't really mean pull your dick out, but it just means...
It's a metaphor for life. You say... You a woman, or you are a they, or you however you identify. It's kind of like I said before, big Schwanz energy.
Yeah, go for it. It's like
it's like Nike, just do it.
Pull your dick out.
Yeah, pull your dick out.
Right, and that became huge.
I want that calendar.
Yo!
That's the flirting calendar. I mean, absolutely.
Oh my god! Just pull your dick out.
50 Shades of Geek donates
I love how you're
$20. Looks like we just found a new impression for Alex. Let's see how long he can keep this up. Thank you.
Alex is doing the way the Schmoebot used to make that noise, you guys. You see what he's doing there?
No, what did he do?
He's going.
That's how he jams in it. I keep going, Ishmobot.
All right. Cunt Dooku says, "Hello, people. Hope you all are having a fabulous and horny day." Kate, what are your thoughts on Brett's Coppola cut and #Red Wedding? I think it has something to do with Manscaped. And by the way, Brett, I checked out Bill Hicks, and I think I know where a lot of comedians got their style.
Oh yeah, Bill Hicks is one of the best. You talked about Bill Hicks the other day?
Yeah. It was just like favorite comedians. And,
you remember that joke, Brett, that he told about Van Gogh?
No, what?
It was on one of his specials, and he's like, Van Gogh cut off his ear, sent it to the woman that he loved. Well, that makes a dozen roses look like a booger.
Like a booger.
Oh my gosh.
All right, keep going.
All right, next one from Joseph Curran. Kristian, did you see Roka's top 10 wrestlers of all time list? He had Hogan at 1, but didn't have Bret Hart on his list. I thought that was an interesting take and was curious of your thoughts.
I mean, Bret Hart would definitely be on my top 10 because we're talking. He might have just been ranking from personalities. It's hard to argue. I mean, if you look at wrestling, Bret Hart could out wrestle Hogan in his sleep. But as far as influential and how they changed the business, I understand the Hogan at number one. But I would absolutely have Bret Hart in there. I don't know the rest of his list, so I couldn't tell you. All right, what's next?
50 Shades of Geek says, a question for Steph. Does the World Girls calendar have international shipping? I live in Israel, and we don't get a lot of stuff sent to us here.
Yeah, if you email theworldgirls@gmail.com, we can figure out how much it would cost and if you're still interested in it. Thank you, though, for your question.
Boker Tov.
The more you know.
Ryan Shred TV says, hey, SEN crew, longtime fan. Love you guys. Today's my birthday. Can I get a birthday shout-out from crew? Love you guys. Looking forward to Spectacular.
Happy birthday. Thank you
Ryan.
very much. Yes.
What's their name?
Ryan Shred.
Hey, Ryan Shred, happy birthday. Thank you.
Ryan Shred.
At least one Ryan's shredding today.
Yes.
Oh.
Shred, the nar.
The other Ryan is dead.
Yeah. Poor Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan guy.
Next
one.
Next one
Oh
from,
my god.
It was dire.
from JJ Windward. Hey guys, so before watching Mank last night, I watched Citizen Kane for the first time. That probably wasn't fair to Mank. I thought it was fine, but kept comparing it to Citizen fucking Kane, which I loved. Anybody else have thoughts on either film?
Mank is on my list. I have a better chance of having my wife watch both Guardians back to back than I have her watching Mank. So
Mank is so good.
I know I'm gonna watch. I have to sneak off and watch, but I just got Tenet on Blu-ray, so I think I'm gonna watch Tenet first. So
definitely do
that. That doesn't answer your question at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Mank was fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm a cinephile, and I thought it was all right. I just don't know who the movie's for. It's a huge budget, very low-key movie. And it wasn't really like what Fincher typically does. Like I wish there was a mystery element to it, and it was more about like a guy like, oh, he had one great movie, and then he drank the rest of his life.
I don't know.
All right.
Sounds like me.
Next one from Cotton Candy. Roxy asked us to ask you, Kristian, if you would let her stay with you since her landlord is kicking her out. She's okay with being a permanent nanny. Brett, are you still watching BoJack?
Wait.
Yeah, there's so much to unpack here,
Yeah.
guys.
Wait, is
No,
Roxy...
I haven't watched any more BoJacks, but what?
What?
She's not really. She didn't say that, did she?
No, her landlords are like total fuckos in Kristian's words, and they've been constantly rude to her. So she was actually planning on not renewing her lease, but they didn't even give her any notice and gave her a date that she has to be out. And she's on the East Coast right now, so it's a little bit stressful of her finding her stuff. So
poor Rock. She was just through this shit. Like to really
send her positive vibes.
Yeah.
I also have an extra bedroom, so she literally does not need to be homeless. So
yeah, this is a very big bed. So I mean, it's.
Roxy has my arms to fall into. She's ready.
Hey, Alex, how much do we have left as far as questions go?
At least 8, and super chats as well.
All right, we might have to finish them up tomorrow on the show.
Sounds good.
I'm going to take you out with this other thing because someone just sent this to me. But if we didn't get Kate's on the show tomorrow, so I know she has an impression from last week that she wasn't here for. But let me play this because someone else sent this to me, and I'm very excited about this. Now, this is a great question. Can you see it? Can you guys all see this now?
Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah. So can you please, I know that at this point, we're at this kind of relationship that you want to talk to everything with
Can
the
I
fans.
get Charles meeting hashtags off for tin flows for the first time?
Yes, you can, but hold on a second. We have to address this.
Yeah.
The sex tape. Now, I know that there was something that it was leaked, or was it planned? I still don't know the details.
This was something that was supposed to be between two human beings, a beautiful
the taping
of
it, right.
and saved for our own personal pleasure. And somehow there was a mix-up it was back with VHS.
Right. Oh, it was VHS.
Yeah.
Oh. How old were you back then? 13?
I was, yes, about 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I put it in. I
know. I saw the tape.
Blockbuster. Return. I pulled out.
I see. You pulled out. I see what you're doing here.
I think I'm putting a Blockbuster movie back to Blockbuster, but actual sex tape.
You returned the sex tape.
And I still have Apocalypse Now.
Right. for years. And you didn't even realize anything happened because you weren't famous to the level you are today. And and then they just released it last week.
Yes, 13.
13. Anyway, thank you again. I think so. That all that went down. That was quarantine wrapped up, and then thank you to Tech Peter, by the way, with that shirt of me and the Flouse together. All right, listen. I don't know if we're not going to hear the music, so Ryan will tell us when the music's on.
Music's playing right now.
Oh, cool.
So the music's on, everybody, and we had a show today. And we'll have a show tomorrow. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you to Steph, Kate, Alex, Brett, Ryan, and all of you. And listen, if we missed your Super Chats or Streamlabs, Alex will start at those tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. And, pull your dicks out. See you later.